Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. Today we're going to talk about how I became a fully booked out VA and how you can too. It really isn't as hard as you may think. Our quote today is from Jantsch from Duct Tape Marketing, and he says, "In the business of referrals, trust is the most important reason a recommendation is made, and conversely, lack of trust, the single greatest reason referrals don't happen." Now, of course, we're not talking about an MLM type situation here, and referrals is not the same is in those businesses as it is in our VA businesses, but a service business grows so easily when others send you more clients just like them. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. Let's go. Building an amazing VA business is not a difficult thing to do. You find a client, you do great work, they tell their friends about you, and you get more clients, right? Becoming a booked out VA is something that we all dream of and strive for when we first start our VA business. The most difficult thing you're going to have to do, though, in your business is to find great clients. I talk often about finding great clients because running the business you love is all about the quality of the clients that you're going to be working with. When we start our VA business, we will work with anybody who asks us to, and that's not a bad thing. We have to have money to run our business. And when we're starting out, it's totally okay to work with anyone. But as you build your business, we want it to be sustainable and profitable and fun and fulfilling. And that means finding the best clients that we can. And it means finding a lot of them. It means finding their colleagues and getting referrals. Today's quote tells us that trust is one of the deciding factors of whether to pass along someone's name or not. You know it yourself. You give a referral for someone when you think that they can take care of your friend. Our clients are no different. Becoming booked out is a term that a lot of VAs sometimes are jealous of, especially if they themselves are not booked out. But it is really what we all work towards. We want to be busy. We want to be full. So let's talk about how you can do that. First, I'll set the stage a little for you about how it all happened for me. I started working for myself in 1998, just before I had my son. I was 7 months pregnant, and I was leaving my job at the head office of a hospitality company. I didn't intend to go back to that job, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but for a few reasons, I knew I wasn't going back there particularly. First of all, I didn't like the job. I liked parts of it, but some of what I was doing was a little bit dull. And I definitely didn't like the office life, commuting, rush hour, even figuring out what to eat for lunch every day, constant interruptions in my office. It just wasn't my vibe. I did love my coworkers, but I found corporate life to really be a bore, and I didn't want to do it. And I suppose I should mention that I had only worked at that position in the company for a couple of years. Prior to that, I had been a kitchen manager in the company, so definitely not an office job. I was not new to office jobs, but I was new at the office part of this particular company. A little quick background, I never really knew what I wanted to do. I started working in high school in hospitality, and then I moved on to several different admin jobs. I worked in the government, the private sector, community newspaper. I worked as a courier, as a sales rep, and a lot of other jobs until I realized that I really didn't love any of them. And so I thought about what it was that I wanted to do, and I knew that it was probably hospitality. So I went back to school for my catering management diploma, and I stumbled into the company that I ended up working for 8 years for. And when I was there in the kitchen, there was a lot of admin, naturally, and I just gravitated to that. I loved cooking. I still love cooking, but I was really, really good at the admin. It came so naturally to me. And so I decided to move to the corporate office. There, now you're caught up on my little quick background. Anyway, I met my husband at the restaurant. He is still a chef, and we got married and our son is now 25 years old, and he is also a chef. And when I was leaving on mat leave, I knew I wasn't going back, and that's where we were in the story. So again, I thought about what it was that I wanted to do. And actually, my boss that I was leaving answered the question for me. He asked me if I could contract to do the important work that he still needed. Also happened to be the stuff of my job that I loved after the baby arrived. I told him I didn't know how. Like, how would I work? How would we do that? What I'm not coming back to the office, especially now not with a baby in tow. And he said, we can communicate by email and by meeting if necessary. You do the work, count your hours, and send me a bill at the end of the month. And just like that, I was a freelancer. Why was I a freelancer? Because my boss trusted me with the work he needed done. In fact, he had done that work. It was financial work. He had done the financial work before I came along. So he knew it was valuable. It was valuable to him. And he knew he was not going to take it back on. And so he had to find a way for me to do it. So that was his suggestion. And so we began. And it was great. And I did it for a long time. The problem was it wasn't a lot of money to start because I only had the one client and I didn't have any idea how to get any other clients. So the second part of the story is my struggle. I did everything I could think of to find clients. Fiverr, Upwork. Of course, they were called other things back when I was sort of making my way through there. Classified ads, local bulletin boards, yellow pages, that's the phone book for, yes, I'm aging myself right there, cold calls, direct mail, job boards. Who knows what else I tried? I tried everything. And I worked my butt off trying to find clients. Did I find some? Sure I did. But I heard a whole lot more no's than yeses. I heard no's every single day. And the problem was, I thought that's the way business was supposed to be. Maybe you think that's the way business is supposed to be too, but it's not. If that's what you're going through right now, I want you to pay really close attention to the next part of this episode. Business doesn't have to be hard. At least the getting great clients part doesn't. I tell you guys every day, find your people, connect with them, get great clients. Why do I tell you that? Because it's the key to having the thriving business that you love with more clients than frankly you know what to do with it. I did it and you can do it too. It's really not hard. I say that all the time, and honestly, I am not lying. Did I struggle? Oh, yeah, I struggled. Did I fail? Absolutely, I failed. Did I learn? Yes. And that's the key right there. To find the best clients for you, you need to learn how. You need to learn where they are. You need to learn what to say to them. You need to learn that piece. And I use the term great clients all the time. You've probably noticed that because not all clients are equal. Are they all great people? Very likely, but not all of them are great clients. There's a big difference. A great client is someone that needs the services that you love to provide. They have a growing business that depends on your support to make it fantastic. They value you and your business, and you work well together. And they want you to succeed as much as you want them to succeed. Great clients need us, they appreciate us, they value us, and they pay us. These are the clients that I want you to work with. These are the clients that I want you to get booked out supporting. Don't fill your VA business for the sake of filling up your week. You need to set your rates where they need to be for you to earn good money. You need to work only with the clients that you want to work with. No more micromanagers or challenging clients. And do only the things you love to do every day. How did I get there? It was easy. I worked with my first business coach in 2008. Now, if you're paying attention to the years in my story, that is a full 10 years after I started working for myself. 10 years. I didn't struggle the whole time, of course, but I sure wasn't flying for a long time. And then when I got introduced to my business coach, actually through one of my clients, I learned how to find clients. I didn't realize I didn't know how to get them. I thought I was doing all the things right, and boy, was I wrong. I actually joined their high-level mastermind group, which actually cost me $750 a month at the time. It was probably at least 30% of what I was billing my clients. But I paid it because I was so tired of struggling. And very, very quickly, I learned a strategy and a system that worked for me. I found the people that I could help. because I learned how to find them. I hung out with the people that I could help. I talked to those people and their colleagues every single day. And I also doubled my rates overnight. My business coach looked at what I was doing, asked me what my revenue goal was. I didn't even probably know. And we made the necessary changes to put a plan in place to get me to where I said I wanted to go. And within months, like maybe 2 months, I was booked out and I was on a waiting list. I loved being on a waiting list in my VA business. It made me feel very, very wanted, very valued. And it was a way for me to really manage the people that I wanted to bring into my business. I raised my rates and I focused only on the services that I loved to do and that I was terrific at and that my clients really needed. I started offering packages and prepaid retainers. No more hourly billing, no more unused hours to roll over, no more waiting on clients to pay me or to send me stuff to do. I became proactive and I talked to the clients about ongoing work, things that they needed to have done regularly. That was my bread and butter. When they needed me, that's what I was there for. And if I looked at ongoing tasks weekly, if possible, I held weekly meetings to keep us on track. I was no longer a task doer. I was a very important and integral part of their business. And I was the one who kept all of their balls in the air. That is valuable, especially for a growing and busy entrepreneur. I also created a high ticket service that I was able to offer my clients on a project basis. That was virtual event management. So think online conference and that type of thing. How do all of these online conferences with all these speakers come to light? That was my specialty. They called me the telesummit girl. That's what we called them back in the day because there weren't video. They were all by telephone. And my clients referred their colleagues to me for that service. And so I was able to attend networking events and live events where all of their colleagues were. I became a big part of that community, and I was very specialized in terms of the support I offered. I supported 6 and 7 figure business coaches with their client care, their marketing, and their virtual events. That was what I did. And because I knew that that's what they needed support with in their business, I was reaching the right people, I was doing the right things, and I was most definitely booked out. Getting known in the community of people that I knew I could best support was allowing me to build the business that I wanted, and that was the key to becoming booked out. And it happened really fast, like I said, once I knew what I was doing, but I had to learn what I needed to do, and I needed somebody else to tell me because I didn't do it on my own. And the bottom line was that before that, for 10 years, I really had nothing in place to build my own success. Absolutely nothing. I took lots of courses, I learned lots of things, but I didn't have that path. I didn't know the path that I was supposed to be walking. I was flying by the seat of my pants every day and just kind of hoping something would stick. I needed a plan and I got the help that I needed. I learned what I didn't know and I got to where I wanted to go fast. But I didn't do it alone. And you don't have to do it alone either. I can help you. I've been helping VAs for 13 years. 2 years after I made all my changes, I started Your VA Mentor. I started teaching VAs how to do the same. And it was at that time that I launched my Getting Started as a VA program that continues to help VAs today. It's a self-study program right now. I ran it as a group program way back in the day. And you can pick it up and you can get through it in a weekend if you want to. But when people trust you, they love to do business with you. And that's also a part of the reason that I do so much free training, including this podcast. I want you to trust me to help you with your business. I have been where you are. It's not a fun place to be. I don't like to struggle, and I don't want you to struggle either. You don't have to. I can help you get out of where you are and help you create a plan that's going to work for you. I'm going to leave it here for today after this quick recap. How do you become a booked out virtual assistant? Number one, work with a coach. If you don't know how to get clients, if you don't know how to build the business that you want to build and how to see the revenue come in that you want to see, work with somebody who can help you get those pieces in place. Work with somebody who knows how to do them and can help you do it as well.
Set realistic rates. You have to do the math. I tell you this all the time. Don't just pick a number out of the air. You need to stand behind your rates and you need to make sure that you're profitable. So set the rates that you need to have in your business to reach the revenue goals that you have. Create packages. Creating packages is not about, limiting the things that you do for the clients that you work with. It's about being really clear on how you can help them and understanding the tasks that they need done for them on a regular basis and being able to highlight those and speak to that in all of your marketing. You need to find your people. If you don't find a large group of people who could potentially use your services, your target market, I like to call them, then you're going to be trying to work one-on-one with people or to network one-on-one with people. And although that's very doable, it can often make things a lot slower. The best tactic is to find a large group of people who need the same services, who are maybe being instructed or trained or coached by the same person. So they are doing the same things in their business. They're building to the same level. They are colleagues. And that can be really, really helpful for your business when you are the one who will get the referrals. You need to network every single day. You need to attend events. Live events are fantastic to attend. Virtual events are very, very close second, I would say. They're certainly more convenient, but definitely you're going to stand out more if you are attending the live events. And you have to be talking to business owners every single day. If you're not making connections and having conversations every day, you're not going to be building the visibility that you need for people to understand what you do and how you help your clients so that they can hire you. And the last one is ask for referrals. You can ask for referrals, but I'll tell you, I never had to ask when I was at my best in my VA business. I never had to ask. My phone rang off the hook because people wanted to work with me. And you can ask your clients if they know any people who want who need the same kind of services. But And the last one is ask for referrals. I actually, at the busiest part of my VA business, I never had to ask for referrals because my phone just rang off the hook. They were coming in. My colleagues were impressed with what I was doing and they knew that I could help their colleagues and they wanted to see their colleagues get ahead as well. But in the beginning, it is important. Ask for referrals, ask for testimonials, and making sure that people do really understand what it is that you do and that you've got a little bit of that behind you so that you have others who are trying to sell your business as well. Think about yourself. You know lots of people that you would refer to do whatever, whether it's things around your household, like a house cleaner or a pool person or a mechanic or an accountant or somebody who does graphics or websites or anything. You know lots of people that you will refer. Become one of those people on the minds of others so that they can refer you as well. And of course, the most important thing and the easiest part, of course, is do a great job for your clients. Gathering testimonials is secondary to people talking to their colleagues about you. When you are a ridiculously good VA, your clients' colleagues are going to ask how they're doing so well, and your clients are going to mention you. Becoming booked out means you being an important part of many clients' businesses, an indispensable part, as a matter of fact. They need you. They value you and they will pay you what you're worth because they're confident that you're worth it. Don't wait 10 years like I did. You don't have to. I can help you today. It's exactly what I help VAs do. As a VA coach and trainer, I help you set yourself up for success, helping you fix the specific things that are going wrong in your business. When we work together, either privately or in a group, we talk very specifically about your business and you. There isn't a one-stop solution for everybody when it comes to service businesses like your VA business. I'll help you get clarity around your issues and cheer you on as you walk through the steps to fix them. I've helped hundreds of VAs through their challenges and got them on their way to growing their business and the lifestyle that they dream of. I would love to do the same thing for you. You can work with me privately, or you can join the Virtual Circle, my mastermind group for VAs. You can check it out at yourvamentor.com/TVC, as in the virtual circle. It might be exactly what you need to start running the VA business that you dream of. And I promise you, it won't cost you $750 a month. It's actually only $129 a month. But if you want even faster results, private coaching could be the option for you. Let's talk about it. I'm here to help you. If you're stuck, please reach out. That's all I've got for you for the podcast this week. I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For more great resources for your VA business, visit my website at yourvamentor.com. I'll see you back here next time.